What if your cat is quietly hurting right now and you have no idea? Not because of something dramatic, not because of neglect, but because of the everyday things you do, the things you think are completely normal. Here's the truth most cat owners never find out. Your cat has feelings. Deep, complex, very real feelings. And some of the most ordinary moments in your home? They break something inside them. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to see your cat in a completely different way. We love our cats. That's obvious. But love without understanding can still cause pain. And cats, unlike dogs, don't bark, whine, or beg for your attention when something hurts them emotionally. They go quiet. They pull away. They hide it. That's what makes this so dangerous. Most people spend years living with a cat and never realize that certain habits, totally innocent habits, are slowly chipping away at the trust their cat has in them. Today, we're going to fix that. 7 everyday things that hurt your cat's feelings. And some of these, I promise, are going to surprise you. Thing 1. Staring into their eyes like it's no big deal. Here's something almost nobody knows. Direct, prolonged eye contact is a threat signal in cat language. When you look your cat straight in the eyes and hold that gaze, even lovingly, your cat's brain reads it as a challenge. A confrontation. The kind of stare that, in the wild, means something dangerous is about to happen. You're not being affectionate. You're being intimidating. Think about it. Have you ever noticed your cat look away first? That's not shyness. That's them trying to de-escalate a situation you didn't even know you started. The fix is beautifully simple. Slow blink at your cat. Close your eyes softly and open them. Watch what happens. They'll slow blink back. That's the cat equivalent of saying, "I love you." And this changes everything about how they see you. But wait, eye contact is just the beginning. What comes next is something most owners do every single day without thinking. Thing 2. Picking them up when they didn't ask. Your cat is sitting there, minding their own business. You walk over, scoop them up, and hold them close because, honestly, they're just too cute not to. But here's the part most people don't realize. Your cat didn't choose that moment. You did. Cats are creatures of control. They need to feel like they have agency over their own body and space. When you pick them up unannounced, especially when they're in a calm, focused state, you trigger their stress response. Their heart rate spikes. Their muscles tense. Even if they don't scratch or wiggle away, even if they just sit there tolerating it, they're experiencing something closer to anxiety than affection. Over time, repeated unwanted handling teaches your cat something heartbreaking, that you can't be fully trusted. That when they're near you, they might lose control at any moment. Let them come to you. The cuddles they initiate? Those are real. Those mean everything. Thing 3. Loud noises, especially sudden ones. Your cat's hearing is extraordinary. We're talking about a range nearly 3 times wider than a human's. So when you slam a cabinet, blast the TV, or drop something on the floor, your cat doesn't just hear it. They feel it. It crashes through them like a shockwave. But here's where it gets interesting. It's not just the noise itself. It's the unpredictability. Cats are hardwired to scan for threats constantly. Every sudden sound activates their survival system. Adrenaline floods their body. Their pupils dilate. They freeze or flee. And if your home is consistently loud and unpredictable, your cat lives in a low-grade state of anxiety. Every day. You might not even notice because cats mask their stress expertly. But watch for the signs: overgrooming, hiding more than usual, appetite changes. Those are your cat telling you, in the only language they have, that something is wrong. Thing 4. Ignoring their attempts to communicate. Your cat walks up to you, sits near you, maybe bumps your leg or chirps softly. And you keep scrolling. What this really means is, your cat just tried to connect with you, and you rejected them. Cats are often labeled as independent and aloof. But that's a myth built by people who never learned to speak cat. The truth is, cats communicate constantly through body posture, vocalizations, slow blinks, tail position, and proximity. When those signals are ignored repeatedly, cats don't push harder. They learn. They learn that reaching out doesn't work, that the connection isn't worth trying for. And slowly, they stop trying. That's not independence. That's resignation. And it's one of the saddest things that can happen inside the relationship between a cat and their owner. If you're watching this right now and your cat used to come to you more than they do now, pay attention to point number 6. It might explain everything. Thing 5. Punishment, even gentle punishment. Spraying them with water. Tapping their nose. Raising your voice. You've probably been told these are harmless corrections. Maybe even effective ones. They're not. Here's the scientific truth. Cats do not connect punishment with their behavior the way dogs sometimes can. Their brains aren't wired for it. What they connect it with is you. When you punish your cat, they don't think, "I shouldn't do that." They think, "My human is unpredictable. My human is a source of fear." And fear is the opposite of love. Every spray of water, every sharp no. It chips away at the bond. Slowly. Invisibly. Until one day you notice your cat flinches slightly when you reach for them. And your heart sinks. Because now you understand what that means. If you've been using punishment, even with the best intentions, it's not too late. Patience, positive reinforcement, and consistency can rebuild trust. Cats forgive. But they remember. Thing 6. A boring, unstimulating environment. If this video is opening your eyes to how deeply your cat actually feels, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps more people find this, and honestly, every cat deserves an owner who knows this stuff. Now, back to your cat. Imagine being highly intelligent, naturally curious, and built to hunt, explore, and problem solve, and then spending 18 hours a day in the same 4 walls with nothing to do. That's your indoor cat. Every single day. Boredom in cats isn't just inconvenient. It leads to depression. Real depression. Cats who have no enrichment, no play, no mental challenge, they sleep too much, eat compulsively, or develop anxious behaviors like overgrooming or aggression. The wild instinct doesn't disappear because they live inside. It just has nowhere to go. Window perches, puzzle feeders, interactive toys, daily play sessions, these aren't luxuries. They're needs. And when those needs aren't met, your cat isn't living. They're just existing. You want more than that for them. I know you do. Thing 7. Assuming they're just fine when they're not. Here's the deepest one. The one that's going to stay with you. Cats hide pain. Both physical and emotional. It's a survival instinct that goes back thousands of years in the wild. Showing weakness means becoming prey. So they mask it. Perfectly. This means your cat could be lonely, anxious, grieving, or in discomfort, and you would never know. Because they look fine. They're eating, sleeping, moving around. Everything seems normal. But here's the warning, fine is not the same as happy. If your cat has gradually become less playful, less affectionate, less engaged, don't dismiss it as them getting older or being moody. That shift is telling you something. Something important. Pay attention. Spend 15 minutes just watching your cat today, not on your phone, not half distracted. Just watch. You'll be surprised what you start to see when you're actually looking. Your cat chose you. Not because they had to. Cats aren't pack animals. They don't need a human to survive. And yet, there they are. In your home. Sleeping near you. Waiting for you when you come back through the door. That means something. Every slow blink, every head bump, every time they curl up just close enough to touch you, that's trust. That's love in the only language they speak. Now you understand that language a little better. So go find your cat. Slow blink at them. Let them come to you. Sit in the same room and just be there. You don't have to do anything grand. You just have to be present. Because to your cat, you're not just a person. You're home.